Ragazzi, benvenuti in questo nuovo episodio di Final Fantasy XVI. Nella scorsa puntata, ragazzi, abbiamo fatto un fight abbastanza importante. Siamo riusciti a entrare in Porta Fenice, abbiamo scoperto alcune cose, abbiamo accettato la verità che praticamente noi abbiamo fatto fuori, purtroppo ucciso Joshua. Però c'è ancora qualcosa che manca, c'è un tassello che manca a livello narrativo che vogliamo scoprirlo. Però intanto adesso siamo di ritorno a Pozzo Occidentale, Orientale, non mi ricordo. E andiamo da Marta, le raccontiamo quello che è successo, insomma, o se dobbiamo andare da lei, non mi ricordo da chi. E vediamo come prosegue la nostra avventura qui, stasera. Che io non vedo l'ora di vedere, onestamente, come procede. Però la parte di Joshua alla fine che faceva no, ma non doveva essere così e che scappa, fugge, mi dà un che di qualcosa di mystery e voglio scoprire. C'è Torgal che sta ringhiando.
Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
Ah, cielo, che cosa sta succedendo adesso? Raga. Cosa?
What happened here?
Oh cielo.
Imperials. You'll pay for this.
We've got a live one.
What are you doing here? Answer me!
Mamma mia, ragazzi.
Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
Quanti nemici? Bravo, Torgal. Ma... No, ragazzi, spero bene per gli altri e me.
Stay down!
Ok, proseguiamo, vediamo. Mamma mia, ma... Che hanno fatto qua, sti stronzi?
Thought you could escape.
Saranno abbastanza, ma...
You were born as
Però... Vi dirò. Non mi dispiacerebbe provarla. Ci consumerà molto, ma... Ci sta, dai. Guardate che roba, raghi. Beh, vabbè. No, basta, l'ho consumata. Adesso devo aspettare che si ricarica.
That's enough.
Bellissima. Devo curare lui. Sì, devo curare lui. Devo uccidere lui. Oh, brava. L'ha gratto lei. Madonna, spero di farvi fuori. Tipo, malissimo. Tutti quanti. Guarda che bello. Ottimo. Ok, si è bloccato il fight. Oh,
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them.
questo è un
I am
mini
Prince
boss.
Annabella's command.
Annabella?
My mother ordered this. Why?
Annabella.
I know. It can wait.
Martello divino? Oh cielo! Aspetta che mi trasformo, va. Via. Bel vacillamento questo. Vediamo. Quando li tolgo? Un botto. Questa è una bellissima difesa, mi sa. Bah, 10.000 è tanto, ragazzi. 10.000, eh. Torgal! No, raga, ma come è volato il cane? Via, fatto fuori. Bravissimo. Nemici uccisi. Ah, sto qua aveva un botto di vita, non scendeva più. Ok.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah.
Cazzo.
You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother. We're too late. Gav. Clive. Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew Eastpool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck! My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help. Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with. We do. But it can wait. In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet.
Oh, che carino.
Right. And we'd best be quick. Last I heard he was planning
Sid.
another excursion.
Caro
What about the
Sid.
villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you. When you're ready then.
Che tristezza.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Cook has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
Pazzesco. Stronzo. Mamma mia. Ok, ritorniamo al rifugio. Così anche riparare agli sbagli.
Sit solo then. We have a lot to discuss. This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead.
Saggio.
So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
Cari, si sono tutti
Expecting you both to
fermando.
pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak
Però...
into the capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Ah, bella questa. Piace. In precedenza, vediamo in precedenza. Oriflamme, Sacro Impero. Concilio degli Anziani.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire acquires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds. lords, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
Pazzesco.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
Ah, sto qua rovinerà tutto.
Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost?
And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
E cosa vuole fare quindi?
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Suo figlio devo... Ok.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals, we look to for their so-called blessing.
Sono la stessa morte del mondo.
All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly, this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind? Well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth
I
was
see.
inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, say you? Are you with me?
Le alternative sono poche, quindi.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
Avervi a bordo. Bene. Ci attenderà una bella battaglia, ragazzi. Una bella guerra. Contro la capitale.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Bene. Allora.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick.
Parla con Ciara. Parliamo con lei intanto.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you
Mi serve molte cose interessanti, tesoro mio. Io ho delle armi potenti, cioè proprio non puoi neanche paragonarle. Le fate tanto forti. Vediamo un attimo.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, some at foul's brewing. And a Tintyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Parla con Otto. Vediamo, Otto cosa ha da dirci riguardo a questa situazione qui. Scusi signora, non volevo investirla. 8. 9, 10. Caduta.
Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars with a fair wind behind them. A handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme, is making it to the capital.
The checkpoint.
That's right.
Chiunque entri o esca da Oriflamme è costretto a passare da piano nord.
Lucky for you. I might just...
Oh, conosce un modo il signorino.
Yes.
Well, no, not that. And it's the dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back.
That's good of you, but who is...
She's the
È la
proud
fiera
proprietress of Northreach's
Ok.
foremost house of ill repute. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now. I'll be expecting a...
Vorrei capire chi è sta donna, effettivamente. Sembra interessante. Rapporto dei collaboratori sbloccati. Rapporto dei collaboratori. I rapporti dei collaboratori sono ora visualizzabili parlando con Gaut al bancone di rapporti dei collaboratori nella mensa del rifugio. Questi rapporti stilati dagli spezzamaledizioni contengono informazioni sulle missioni attualmente disponibili a Valistea. Va bene, interessante. Io invece pensavo fosse un tipo sospetto questo. Gav.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Wow, che bello che è
I never took you
Clive.
for the type.
Fosse mio marito.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then.
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda.
Ah sì,
And did I ever tell
siamo
you
speciali noi, siamo dei bimbi speciali.
in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cause a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Comportatevi bene. Non vuole aspettarsi i bambini in giro. Avete capito il senso? Sì, ok. Quindi noi adesso ritorniamo dove? O andiamo in un nuovo posto? Alla perduta. Ok, ritorniamo lì. Vediamo.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
In qualche modo se io mi faccio teletrasportare qui nel nido del drago, da prima penso. No? Mi viene meglio. Che bella la grafica. Non le puoi proprio dire niente. Ah, sono livello 15. Lasciamoli va perché sennò siamo tanto forti noi. Eccoci qua. Vista chiara.
There. North. The soldiers used to speak of a brothel. But that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Vediamo. Ok, abbiamo sbloccato il teleport.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do.
Mi spaventa sta tipa, devo essere onesta.
Kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Qual è questo? Cosa dobbiamo fare per lei?
You say these are all from down
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Dimmi, cos'è che devo fare per te?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want.
Dobbiamo fare... Oh, picchiami, pestami.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you
Ma
all at
pensa te,
sunset.
sta qua si presenta... Vai.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
Mamma mia. Oh. Antipatico.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it.
Quindi noi adesso siamo
The
dentro la
gentlemen at the
capitale.
garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Direi, però... Raggiungi il velo.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Tipo il convegno delle
Can I have one
donne.
of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
To the Vale. Madonna, ma cos'è? Pornaggine. Pornaggine pura. Io ho paura di aprire, di varcare quelle porte.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes. Otto asked me to help them as well. But Tatienne has been gone for several days now. having left no word of explanation.
Oh cielo.
And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say.
I trust you'll do your best.
Ah, quindi devo cercare lei? Hai accettato la luna e stelle da
Proof of
Isabella.
that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything,
Ok.
ask for me there.
Missione accettata. Questa bisogna farla, è importantina.
I should probably start here.
Proviamo a parlare con lei.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears.
Oh cielo.
She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did.
Oh cielo.
Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over.
Thank you.
Ok, andiamo a chiedere alla sua compagna di stanza.
Can tell us then.
Ma boh.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking, and you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you?
Before she went missing, only that she needed to meet with someone.
Oh.
She did mention a name. But
You do?
lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared.
Non è che lui l'ha
About saying
uccisa.
something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison.
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod.
Con una cicatrice sull'occhio.
Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll.
Ma se lei è sempre viva.
Seems a
È
trip to
quello
the
che mi
barracks is
spaventa a
order.
me. Il castello, andarla a picchiare e menare
Heard the
tutti.
bones fell favorably to the
Fammi vedere.
Looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
Stronzo.
There's
Ah.
only one man in the garrison with a
Zitto e
dodgy eye.
parla.
His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
Yannick.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you.
Con un
Moore is the
mercante.
last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Secondo me l'hanno uccisa. Non lo so, ho questo presentimento praticamente.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
Dipende.
Remains to be seen.
Perché lei non è viva. Mi spiace.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moore. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moore to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moore are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moore who owes me a favor, more than one in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Ok, quindi adesso andiamo a Moore.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Oh cielo ragazzi, è proprio lei, la capitale sacra.
If the people of Moore are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Ne sai qualcosa?
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still
È interessante questa informazione.
Trader? Oh yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Me lo picchio io prima. Mi dovessi mettere le mani addosso.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
Vediamo.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's
Vedi come
servant.
cambiano subito opinione, parere.
What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right.
He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one.
But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value.
Secondo me ha ucciso lei, non lo so perché.
About my appraisal.
Però io...
I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after
O
that?
forse l'ha comprato per lei.
Customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not to... be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helped.
Allora, o lì troviamo lei insieme a lui. Le rovine. Proprio vicino alla capitale, cazzo. La musica? Interessante.
It smells of death here, Torgu. Wolves.
Quello che dico pure io.
Get any closer to the village.
Cazzarola. Vuoi dirmi che li hanno uccisi? Vediamo. Mi spaventa la cosa. Oh cielo.
Damn it all. Bodies.
Sì.
A man and a woman.
Sì, li hanno uccisi. No, ragazzi.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Che pettine.
So it is you. Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatien.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. By the looks of things...
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Think she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a...
If only Yannick had... He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd
wed. Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame, and we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened?
Mi tocca. Oh Cristo, sta qua mi piglierà malissimo, mi sa.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Oh qua.
If it was a message...
Aia.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companion... They said...
Thank you, but you needn't have come. I was on my way to see you.
You found...
Mamma mia, che brutto.
I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Special but rarely do such tales have happy...
I found this with Tatienne.
Vai, ridiamoglielo. A malincuore.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her...
Che triste. Povera donna.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of the Vale counts among its patrons several high... According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear...
Not to mention the same thing.
But that couldn't possibly be true.
I will.
Però prossima volta andiamo alla cappella abbandonata, perché... Oh, Torgal. Perché abbiamo fatto abbastanza in questo capitolo. Siamo arrivati in un buonissimo punto. E poi, nella prossima puntata, andremo verso la capitale. Chissà, si spera.